Welcome back, guys, to our next tutorial. This week we're going to be going over Rise. This is the most requested one I've had so far, so let's get into it. All you guys really need to know before doing a Rise is a basic tornado kick. In the beginning, it's easy to think of a Rise as just a tornado kick, but horizontal. But here are some key points that you guys need to think about when transitioning from your tornado kick to a perfect Rise. Alright, so step number one, hip position. Don't keep your hips here. You have to push your hips up. So one of the basic ways that you can do this is when you're going here into a tornado kick, start pushing your hips in this direction, like this. So from here, we're gonna go up. And as you can see, by pushing my hips up, I'm already starting to lean back a little bit and get towards that Rise position. Alright, so the next change you're gonna have to make is you're gonna have to modify your cheat step. So usually we're taught to do a cheat step like this, or depending on who you learn from, to go all the way to this position with my foot facing this direction. So instead of doing either of those, I'm going to point my toes the direction I'm moving. Rise serves the same purpose as a round off, to where you're moving in one direction, reversing your body position so that you can then do a backwards flipping technique. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to block my momentum by going this direction, rotate around my hips here, and land back to this position here. So now the momentum is still going the same direction this way, and I can use it to flip backwards here. Now, if that little adjustment sounds hard, this next part is going to make it really easy for you guys. So this next step, we're going to take our arms and we're going to make this big circular motion, just like this. Here to here. Now, when I step for my Rise, I'm going to step my toes this direction, and I'm going to make this circle here. I can't really do this circle if I'm stepping like this, because now momentum is going in a spin when I want it to go in a flipping motion. So again, I step this direction, arms go like this. Notice where I'm looking. I'm spotting the ground here. So again, I'm stepping in this direction, swinging my arms here. This is when I'll start bumping my hips up, like I told you guys in the first section. Now at this point, you're gonna execute basically a tornado kick, but don't worry about how your kicking leg looks, because we don't really want to kick with it. If you, in the beginning, do a kick, that's fine. It's kind of a variation, but really you want to relax this leg as much as possible. So I'm gonna go here, step. As I turn over with my hips, I just wanna relax this leg as it comes around. I'll show you really slow how we're gonna do this. So step, swing, pivot, and just relax into this Rise. Last thing I want you guys to pay attention to is my chest position. As you notice, I am starting by going lower with my chest. Okay, I'm not going all the way down here, because now I'm only this far from the ground. But I do want to put my chest a little bit lower. This makes it easier for beginners to flipping techniques, especially something like Rise and Brigado, that kind of stuff. It makes it easier for you guys to then use your hips to flip around that. As you get better, you can start by keeping your chest high and still do a Rise. But when you guys are starting out, it's easier for you mentally if you put your chest a little bit lower and then let your hips go over your shoulders in this manner. So now, putting all of these steps together, pointing my toes this direction, stepping here, swing my arms with my step here, swing this arm back here, lifting my leg around, relax this leg as I go over into my Rise.